everyone, this is Kedra with NyxMoonOracle, and today I am bringing you a twin flame reading, messages from Divine Masculine. So this reading is going to be for those of you who are in separation with your Divine Masculine. That's just how I channel. We're going to go into the connective energies, how Divine Masculine sees you in their head and heart space this week, as well as future outcomes, messages from Spirit, and what the challenges, blockages, and healing are. So as always, if this reading does not resonate with you, please don't take it. Check back with me next week and see if I can tap into your situation. Also, if you like this channel and you really resonate with the messages, enjoy the readings, please click like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. It just helps my channel grow, and it also creates a energy exchange between us, especially if you comment. That way I can tap into your situations a little more, meditate over them. Like I can look at your comment, look at what you're saying, feel it, take it in, meditate on it, and try to bring forth messages in the following weeks to come. So if you feel so inclined to do so, I really appreciate it. It just helps this channel grow so that I can get more messages of healing, hope, prosperity, abundance, whatever Spirit wants to come through, the good vibes for us all. So let's get started with this reading. What does Divine Masculine have to say this week? What's going on with Divine Masculine? What's going on with this connection? And what does Spirit have to say for you and to you, Watcher? Divine Feminines, and it's just titles, labels. The Divine Feminine could be male, female, doesn't matter, non-binary, none of it matters. It's just the positive polarity and the negative polarity. You're probably going to see some stuff on my fingers. I'm an artist getting ready for a Halloween art show. I'm doing a lot of painting. I actually will come on sometime this week and show you some of my artwork that I'm working on. If you're interested in it, I may just do what I'm working on video to put out so you guys can know, why am I always painting? I paint every day. It's part of my intuitive process, and it helps me actually channel energies better for readings. So let's get it started. Spirit, can you tell me what's currently going on with Divine Masculine this week? What's currently going on in this collective for Divine Masculine this week, Spirit? What's currently going on for Divine Masculine this week? Peace. What else, Spirit? Dark thoughts. One more, Spirit. Thank you. Travel. What I immediately got from this card, I felt like that Divine Masculine was seeking peace and trying to set intentions, manifest their best life, but they have this mountain in the background, this mountain, this obstacle. But see these swans? I feel like you're in those thoughts as well. I feel like they're seeking peace with this connection. They're having dark thoughts. They're getting lost in the maze. They see the mountain, but it's a maze. Very symbolic. That looks like a mountain in the background as well. I feel like they feel like there's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of challenges. And I feel like they're wanting to step away or escape. There's a 5 up here. 5 is change. They're wanting to change, step away from this connection, maybe go in a different direction, maybe go on a trip. I feel like they like to escape this connection as much as possible. They like to pack up, compartmentalize, and walk out the door. And sometimes they close the door behind them. But as you know, in this twin flame dynamic, it goes back and forth. But they are definitely struggling with it. And I feel like because of this person behind this person, I feel like this Divine Masculine is starting to face shadows, because this shadow is very big, very prominent, very solid. It almost feels like another entity entirely. It's like, what is this? I feel like they're really reflecting and wanting to make a change and trying to make peace with some things inside of themselves. They're facing their shadows. They're facing their thoughts, their outlook, their perception. But it seems kind of monumental. It seems like a maze, this mountain. It's very, very, it seems bigger than them, but they're still wanting to make this change. They're setting intentions. I'm going to go into further what this has to do with. Spirit, can you clarify? Tell me more about this situation, Spirit. Tell me more about this situation. Tell me more about the situation. Tell me about the peace, dark thoughts, and travel. Twin flame, I knew it. See those 2 swans? This connection is really bringing them a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. Tell me about the dark thoughts, Spirit. What are in the dark thoughts? Separation. And conclusion came out. And tell me about this travel. Whew. Received. One more, Spirit. too many. Well, mask turned over. I'm not going to take them, only because if they come out again, then I'll take them. New direction, travel. There was just too many earlier. Too many. Let me get a drink. This Divine Masculine is kind of wanting to keep things to themselves. It closes up my throat chakra. All right. So my initial feelings are definitely corroborated by these clarifiers. This connection it just seems monumental. They feel like they're at peace one moment, and the next minute they just have this crazy mind maze. It almost feels like you're their shadow. This connection really, like they think they've went in a new direction. They packed up. They feel like they've had a conclusion. They take off, but they're still not able to escape it. It's a mountain. It's a maze, and they don't understand it. They don't understand why every time they run or ghost, go in a new direction, that they are literally tortured by this separation. Not at first, but when the newness of the new situation has worn off. Or when they're alone, I'm hearing, or when they're working, just these thoughts will creep in and they try to get them out. And they're wanting a conclusion. Let me get some words on this. Spirit, can you tell me from Divine Masculine, what about this situation? What would they like to say about this twin flame connection with Divine Feminine? These dark thoughts, this separation, conclusion, this new direction. My financial situation has changed. Perhaps the reason why Divine Masculine will use different excuses about why they can't be with you. And it's because of your shared energy. It's that chaser energy. If you haven't leveled that out and you haven't fully let go of Divine Masculine, they'll look for any excuse to not be with you. It repels them, like when you put two ends of a magnet together, the wrong ends of a magnet together, it just pulls apart. Well, that's the same energy that pushes Divine Masculine away from you. And if you're holding on, looking towards an outcome, your happiness is really dependent upon an outcome with Divine Masculine. You just feel like you need closure. You feel like you need an apology. You feel like just this longing, pining, aching, dark night of the soul thing, being pissed off, whatever your situation is, that energy actually repels them. And I'm seeing this. They want you to know they're dropping one of the excuses, which tells me that you're doing some work, Divine Feminine. If they're wanting to offer up this information of my financial situation has changed, that's them dropping an excuse to be with you. Okay, my financial situation has changed, Divine Feminine. I'm working on a new direction. I'm working on peace. I'm working on manifesting, putting out intentions. I'm going in a new direction. I'm receiving signs and synchronicities, and I'm thinking about this. Thinking about you. The separation's, tearing me apart. I'm looking for a conclusion, and now my financial situation has changed. So I think, I'm thinking maybe. I'm thinking about you. I have considered leaving it all behind and heading straight to you, but I don't know if I can handle the consequences. For some of you, I feel like this person went in a new direction with somebody else. And they think about leaving all the time. They think about, because this haunts them. This is in their thoughts, and it's a mind chatter constantly. They're wanting a conclusion. And I feel like for this financial situation, for some of you, they are in a better financial situation because of being with this new person. It doesn't have to be with a person. It could be a job. It could be something. But they're thinking about leaving and coming to you, but they're really comfortable. They know there's going to be some fallout. And they're not comfortable to move forward because they're seeking peace. They're wanting peace. But they're like, how can I have peace when I'm thinking about Divine Feminine, the separation? I'm wanting to conclude this. But they are happy with their financial security, is what I'm hearing. And leaving the situation, no matter if it's a person or a job or whatever situation it is, it would be very uncomfortable for them. And they're the kind of person that really wants to feel stable. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all do things that help us feel safe, feel secure. And this person is feeling very secure financially in whatever situation they're in. And they do think about coming to you, but they know there's going to be some serious fallout, and it's going to make them uncomfortable and could cost them that financial security. One more, Spirit. What else? What else would Divine Masculine like to say? I didn't want to, but I had to give you up. And I really feel it went to financial security. There was something, some new direction, new opportunity that presented itself that, I'm going to clarify that in just a second. I daydream about you often, but we see this person on the swing? They do. They daydream about you often, but they're very comfortable in their situation financially, and they didn't want to have to give you up, but they did. Tell me about this, Spirit. Why did they have to? Why did they have to? I'm going to get some some chakra cards. Why did they have to give Divine Feminine, sorry. Why did they have to give Divine Feminine up? If they didn't want to, why did they? Passion. What else, Spirit? Victim. One more. Completion. And I'm going to take this one on the bottom of the deck, confusion. Because I sensed this, I didn't want to, but I had to. My mind was starting to feel confused. That's why I wanted to know. So I think that's very appropriate. Passion, victim, completion, and confusion. I feel like this person wanted somebody to take care of them. They didn't want to constantly be this squirrel looking for a nut, and it's this definite victim mentality of I'm constantly looking and searching for something, something. They're really financially driven. I feel like some of them they don't want to grow old and alone and die alone. They want someone to take care of them. They want financial security. Money speaks to their heart. Abundance, security, saving for the, how squirrels collect acorns for the fall. I feel like that's a dragon of greed. That this person has an issue with money, for sure. They feel like they have to have a nest egg. They want somebody to take care of them. And I feel like financially take care of them as well, because it's going to help them when they're old. It's going to set them up when they're old. And if they die, they can leave their family that's left behind something. And I feel like this causes a lot of confusion because of this twin flame dynamic. It's like they want to be with you, and they know that they can be with you, but they don't want to be with you at the same time, and they're very confused about that. But what they don't understand is this is a twin flame dynamic. And when you chase, they run. And they're going to find any excuse in the whole world not to be with you. You could be the most perfect, loving, amazing person that I know you are. Because you're perfectly you, and Spirit doesn't make mistakes. But the thing is, this person is going to use every excuse they can throw at you, as long as you have that shared energy between you. As long as you're thinking about them, fantasizing about them, pining for them, expecting an outcome, holding anger, bitterness, jealousy, anything, looking their social media up, wanting to know what's going on with them, really emotionally invested and tied to them. Yeah, this person is definitely wanting, success and recognition. The Six of Wands, they want to win. They want to be successful. They want to not worry about money. They don't want to go to their grave alone. They don't want to go to their grave, without financial security. And I'm also feeling like if they left the situation that they're in, they're scared it would kill them, because financially kill them, like put them in the grave, put them in the ground. They're really terrified of this victim mentality with the money. They are 100% feeling like the situation that they're in, whether it's with a person or any kind of situation, it is more financially beneficial and secure for their peace of mind. But you're there. I feel like where they're at in life, they feel like they're a success right now. They feel like it's the way to go, even though you're in their thoughts and their daydreams in their mind. They're feeling you, and they don't understand why. They do not understand it at all. Six of Swords, 6 and 6. Yeah, they're wanting peace. We saw that earlier, this peace. It's really important. They're wanting peace. They're wanting smooth sailing. Tell me, but there's this King of Wands, this fire brewing for you, this spark. Like they're trying to be their best self and do their best life in the situation that they're in, but you're there, and it causes confusion. It's like, see, remember the shadow from the card earlier? These dark thoughts with the shadow? It's like you're their shadow. You're their shadow, just constantly with them. And it definitely causes fire and confusion. But yeah, they're Page of Pentacles. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about coming forward. They really are. They're wanting to, I feel like they're making plans, like an exit strategy. They are. I don't know if they're going to do it, because we saw earlier that they want a conclusion, that the separation's too much. They think about leaving their situation, but I'm hearing the consequences are too big. But they're trying to make a way out. Like they're putting pen to paper. They're really thinking it out, because they're this King of Wands energy. They're wanting a success. They're asking Spirit for help. They may be seeking a tarot reading. This is 5, change. They're wanting a change. They're wanting to make a change. They are. One more, Spirit. Yeah, they're wanting to make their wishes come true. And they're also wanting... Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Spirit's telling me that this person, the more work you do and you're detaching, and I saw that you were doing some work earlier because of this financial situation has changed, because they are wanting you to know things are changing. And I'm thinking about coming towards you, which means you're dropping some of that shared energy, which means you, Divine Feminine, are working on yourself. Not that you're broken or anything. When I say working on yourself, I mean staying in your own lane. You're adjusting your sails. You're living your life. You're letting go of an outcome with Divine Masculine. You're cool with them coming back, and you're cool with them not. And you're not trying to seek their attention. You're not looking them up on social media. You may have been drawn to this reading, but you felt like you were called to do it. I'm totally in that frame of mind with my Divine Masculine. But the thing is, if I'm called to a reading, there's usually messages within the reading. I don't really listen for anything unless I know it's for my highest good to move me forward. And it's usually, I usually listen to Mystic Moon, because she taps into my situation like she's living it. Like she's got eating popcorn in front of a television screen, just, looking at my life. But I don't take everything the reading says. There are some messages in there that I know are directly towards me, even in my own readings that I do. You just take the readings and the messages that are for you. And that's what I feel like some of you have came here today, and you're watching this, even though you've been really not watching tarot readings. Maybe some of you do, but you're really staying in your own lane. You're like, they're living their life, I'm living mine. What's meant to be is meant to be. And that's piquing this Divine Masculine's curiosity. They're seeking spiritual advisement from Spirit. They're hearing things about soul alignment. They're hearing things about manifesting your best life, intentions, and that is directly because that's what you're doing. So that kind of goes back to this card right here, received. They're receiving information, and it's directly because of the work that you're doing. And if you're not doing it yet, this is Spirit saying, if you do, this directly affects your Divine Masculine. But they are definitely thinking about it, and these concrete ideas. They're seeking spiritual advisement from Spirit. They're really thinking this over. They're really asking Spirit for help and guidance, setting their intentions, wanting peace. They're wanting to align. They're not wanting to be confused anymore. They're wanting peace and tranquility ahead. They're wanting victory over their life, over their situation. They want a change. They want peace. They want to get through this maze and conquer those mountains. They want tranquility ahead. They want a conclusion. Thank you, Spirit. That's what's going on with Divine Masculine. So I'm going to see what is going on in the connection. What's the energy of the connection, Spirit? What's going on with the connective energy with Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine this week for this collective? What's going on with both of the twins? Both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. What's going on? Fear. Gratitude. true love. That's absolutely beautiful. And letting go was on the bottom of the deck. And then so was, I'm going to take this as a wild card, optimism as well. So immediately what I'm seeing when I saw with this fear card, those dark thoughts that Divine Masculine was having, I feel that you both have this fear or have had this fear. And then sometimes it comes creeping back up, because it even does for me on my journey. And I have no more pain or attachment to outcome or anything like that from Divine Masculine or this journey at all. I don't hurt, I don't ache, I don't pine or anything like that. I'm not bitter. I've forgiven everything. I understand what this journey's about, and I'm really happy. I'm not seeking my Divine Masculine anymore. I'm no longer the chaser. I'm neutral. But sometimes, because I am human after all, this fear energy comes in. Something will happen with my Divine Masculine, and this fear energy will come back in. I feel that you're both taking this, see how the dark and then the light here? I feel like you're transmuting this fear into gratitude. You're very aware of your thoughts manifest. You're both very aware because of this. The first card that came out was the peace and intention. You are very much both aware that the journey to inner peace, abundance, tranquility, success, happiness lies within you and is all around you and everything that's connected to you. That it all starts with gratitude. Gratitude of self-love, which is the true love, and especially for this twin flame journey. I feel like you Divine Feminine especially, and it's transferring over to Divine Masculine, is that you are grateful. And if you aren't there now, you're growing in gratitude for this twin flame journey. You see that this person is you, just in another body. That you're already one. You're just having two different life experiences. And the true love is your soul, which is you and your twin flame together. It's really cool. Like, I'm going to take this stone. This is your soul. In the astral, you split into two, but you're still that same soul, just two different parts. And then you come down here on this planet and you live your life. La, 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 la. Hi, how are you? Oh, I love you. And you live your life. You have separate lives. But because you're the same up here, you're pulled together eventually. We don't always. Oh, my phone went black. Hang on just a moment. Hang on, guys. Okay, I don't know why my phone went black. Okay, so, but you're still the same. You're the same. You just have two different bodies, but you're here, and you're drawn to one another. But coming together, it just reactivated you, and your mind doesn't understand. Your human mind doesn't understand the difference between the soul and like any other person you'd meet on the street, like a soulmate or anybody else. It just has this overwhelming need to be with one another, to merge with one another, because your mind will create separateness, and that separateness, and not realizing that you're a soul and you're already whole and one together, this separateness creates this shared energy between you, and it just repels Divine Masculine. You're not doing it on purpose. It's just part of the twin flame journey. But what eliminates that shared energy is the letting go. Letting go of labels, letting go of the past, the story, the attachment of the future, being pulled in different directions by your dark thoughts, fears, the twin flame dogma that's out there, that you have to have love and light and space in your heart, when all you need is to focus on your own life, your best life, and soul alignment, and knowing you are one. You're not separate at all. You have to really let go in every way of the physical person in any outcome. I feel like you are grateful for this person creating your awakening and your awareness of who you really are, so you can let go of the conditioning of the mind that we as humans do. That we're this, we're that, and we have to do this lifestyle or that lifestyle to make us happy, or we need this product to make us happy, or this home, this person to make us happy. And I feel like you're letting go of that, and it's helping Divine Masculine see that as well. That's why they're thinking about coming towards you. They're trying to put pen to paper and make a plan on how to do that. We saw that earlier. They're wanting a conclusion. They're optimistic about it. And you're optimistic about your life. Like, you feel like now that you're awakened, you feel like there's a whole new world that has opened up to you. And it has. And that's the beauty of this twin flame journey, more so than being with divine masculine, is that you have this whole world opening up to you of who you are, how to live, how to be, and it's in the present moment. Seeing it for all the beauty that it is, seeing the interconnectedness of every single living being together. And then you don't feel alone. When you know that you are connected to every single living creature in this universe, no matter how microscopic, no matter who it is, the other humans on this planet, they were just all in different, packaging or life situations or experiences. We all have different life experiences. We are products of our life experiences, but that's not who we really are. That's who our humans are and who our minds tell us we are. We're just souls experiencing different things for spirit. Spirit is really an adventurous being and wants to know everything, good and bad. It's all an experience, a life event. What are we going to do with it? There's so much optimism here, and it's spilling over to divine masculine. And that's really beautiful. That shows me you're on your way. You're doing it. You are consciously making the right decisions, making sure you're in the right energy, going forward on this journey. And that's really beautiful. I'm going to keep these cards over here. Spirit, can you tell me how divine masculine currently sees divine feminine in their headspace? I know what they're thinking and daydreaming about divine feminine, but what are they thinking and daydreaming about? How do they see divine feminine in their headspace currently this week? She who forgives, remorse, guilt, forgiveness. I feel like they know that you've forgiven them because you're moving on. That you've forgiven them, you've forgiven yourself, you've forgiven life. You've forgiven a lot of things. You've forgiven it all. But mostly yourself and divine masculine. They also are feeling guilty towards you. Remorse. And I'm going to go into further of why. Why are they feeling that way? Spirit, why are they feeling remorse and guilt towards divine feminine in their hearts, in their headspace? Why are they feeling remorse and guilt in their headspace? They feel guilty for acting like this was no big deal. Like it was just any other relationship and that you were no big deal. That you were so easy to move away from. They're really sorry about that. They feel really guilty about that. What else, Spirit? What else do they feel remorse? They feel, they were inconsiderate of your feelings, how this would affect you. I feel like they were inconsiderate about a lot of things. Not just you. This is just something that they were, but especially you. It's like they really targeted you because of that energy, that chaser energy. They were inconsiderate and nonchalant. What else, Spirit? They were acting like a spoiled brat. They may even call you a spoiled brat. But I feel like they were acting like a spoiled brat and maybe projected it onto you. And that it was just superficial. They wore a mask and they were more into looks and status. And we saw that earlier with that financial card. They really were wanting to go in a direction with somebody that could take care of them, make them comfortable, where they felt like they had recognition and success. And this popped out of my hand, show off. Somebody they could show off materialistically, superficially, in a shallow way. That they just wanted to show off their new diamonds, their new things that they've been able to either buy or inherit or accumulate. And I'm also hearing from Spirit that a few of these masculines even have purchased things they know you wanted to get together with them. Almost like being a spoiled brat. Nah, look at what I have. Being inconsiderate. Being a spoiled brat, a show-off. Because they were superficial. And they feel bad about that. They feel remorse about it. They're starting to, or they do. Wow. I moved the cards to put them up, and this popped out. Greedy. They were greedy. I knew this was all about money from the get-go. They want to be financially secure so bad, they're in an opportunistic situation right now. But I do feel like they're trying to get out of it. They're thinking about it. That has come clear. They're thinking about it. That's not me saying it. That's the cards and spirit saying, no, no, they're thinking about it. I can think about going on a diet all day long, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen or last very long. But that's why I'm going to go into what are some, oh wait, I need to go into heart space, because even though they're thinking about this stuff, I want to know what they're feeling about Divine Feminine. What are they feeling about Divine Feminine in their heart space, spirit? What are they feeling about? Ooh, that's too many. What are they feeling about Divine Feminine in the heart space, spirit? What are they feeling about Divine Feminine currently? What is Divine Feminine? They see you taking care of yourself. They see you're moving forward. They see that you have, remember that forgiveness card that came out? Like she who forgives, you've forgiven yourself. You are not holding any bitterness. You are moving forward in your own lane, letting them have their life experiences, and you are looking more and more radiant every single day. That's how they're feeling about you. They can feel you taking care of yourself. They can feel you loving yourself. They can feel you letting go. They can feel you allowing them their freedom. And that releases those chains that they feel like they have on them, so they have some wiggle room. And when they wiggle, they start to question things. Why did I leave? Why did I treat this person like that? How else are they feeling? Spirit, tell me, what else are they feeling in their heart space for Divine Feminine? I'm going to get some tarot. How are they feeling about Divine Feminine, Spirit? And then I'll get some words. How are they feeling about Divine Feminine in their heart space? Yeah, they want a commitment. They want to build a home. They're thinking about this. This is how they feel. You feel like home. You feel good. You feel so good. You feel right. And when you're taking care of yourself and you're letting go and you're staying in your own lane, it releases those chaser chains that are on them. And you feel good. This is what keeps you in their mind, in their heart. In their heart, you're home. In their heart, they could do anything with you. It's their mind that gums up the works. It's their mind that runs amok. Those dark thoughts we saw earlier. It's that mind. Too many, Spirit. Can you give me one more, please? One more with the shuffle. How does Divine Masculine feel for Divine Feminine in their heart space? Yeah, they know they've hurt you. They know they've hurt you. They know they put you through some shit. They put you through some pain. And they feel that pain. They feel that barren wasteland. They feel like they've mucked it up. And we know that because we know that they're feeling this way because we saw that earlier with the remorse in their headspace. So it's in their heart space and their headspace that they really feel bad about what they've put you through, what they've done, their behavior towards you. And that goes directly to the work that you're doing, living your best life, letting go. 4 Pentacles. I feel like this Divine Masculine does feel like you're home. Especially when you act like this. But they do feel the pain, what they put you through, and they do feel your absence. And we got that earlier, in the cards earlier, that they definitely feel your absence. They're thinking about you, they're daydreaming about you, they are trying to step away from their current situation, but they're fearing the consequences. But the more you're loving yourself and moving forward and forgiving and moving on, self-care, embracing your spiritual journey, aligning with Source, being in the present moment, not living in the past or the stories of the past, only taking the lessons and applying them to your now, and taking action steps towards your future, towards a better future. But your happiness doesn't depend on that. Your happiness is now, and that is radiating to this person, and this is why they're missing you. Their heart is missing you. Their heart is sorry. This is not just mind stuff. This is the bare bones right here. This is it. They're like a shell, a skeleton. They feel your absence, and they know they were a part of the reason this separation happened. We saw earlier with that separation, this is painful for them, and they're wanting a conclusion, and that you're on their mind. They definitely miss you. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, they miss you. They miss you so much, Divine Feminine. Ace of Cups on the bottom in reverse, they know their behavior with that nonchalant, opportunistic, fear-based energy, as well as superficial energy, they poured that cup of love right out, that offer. that nurturing, wonderful you. They know. They know that this was because of their actions. They know that, and they know they hurt you, and they feel your absence. And I feel like they have the karma coming. They're going through the karma right now, or recently have, or maybe a shitstorm's a coming. But there's definitely a karma review, some judgment going on here. Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna get some words with this, how they're feeling in your heart space, in their heart space. Sorry, I hear some banging in my apartment complex, and I was just like, what is that? Spirit, can you tell me what Divine Masculine would like to say from their heart for Divine Feminine to know currently? Wow, that just flew. People are starting to notice that I'm not my normal self. It's because they're thinking about you. They're kind of lost in their thoughts about you. They're wondering about you. Remember, they're making plans, and people are starting to notice this. What else, Spirit? People are starting to notice this. And I'm broken inside. We saw with that separation card that this separation is really bothering them. I miss you. I miss holding you and touching your skin. And if you weren't able to, some of you may not have been to that point, they want to. They miss that they didn't even have that opportunity because they were acting so nonchalant with you. They miss the opportunity of touching your skin because they didn't tell you how they really felt. They acted like it was no big deal. And they're broken inside. One more, Spirit. I won't listen to you because you might change my mind. And this one wanted to come out too. I can't believe I worked so hard to get you, and then I pushed you away. I feel like they did chase you in the beginning. I feel like they got your attention, and, you know, this led you to believe there was something more. And some of you, they just went all in. And then that shared energy kicked up, and they pushed you away. And I feel like they're telling you in their heart they did not listen to you, and they can't listen to you right now. They're just going to stay in their headspace and keep this in their heart, because even though they're feeling all this stuff about you, their mind is the one that is in control. But it would really be their heart that changed, because we see where the heart is right now. Because if they spoke to you, it would be like you melted their heart, and they can't do it right now. They can't. I'm seeing very similar head and heart space already. So I feel like if they were to listen to you right now or talk to you right now, they would drop everything. And they're scared of those consequences, remember? They're scared. They're really scared. And they know that they pushed you away with their inconsiderate, nonchalant, superficial behavior. They know they pushed you away. They know it. And last message, when I let you go, I really fucked up. They know it. They've known it since day one. They've tried to compartmentalize it. We saw that earlier. Travel away from it, go in a different direction. But they knew. They knew, because in their heart, you were home and you felt good. And now that judgment has happened, and they're really feeling that the repercussions of their actions for pushing you away. Thank you, Spirit. So I think I don't really need to go into blockages, because that came out in the mind and the heart space already. So I'm going to go ahead and go into some future outcomes for this connection. Spirit, can you tell me some possible future outcomes for the next, I'm going to say the next, let's say the next, I'm hearing 3 months, okay? I was going to say a year. My mouth wanted to say a year, but I kept hearing 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Ooh. There's a lot. I'm going to see what they are. Will. Fear. That's the second time fear come out. Gratitude. Second time gratitude's come out. What are some possible future outcomes, Spirit? That darkness again. This is 3 to 4 months. Action. Masculine on the bottom of the deck. Attraction under that. And growth. I wasn't going to take that many, but I'm going to take this one too, beauty. Okay, self-love. I'm going to take that one too, because it's like, it goes on forever, this message that I already had. It's confirming everything that's coming in. Okay, so this is what Spirit is saying in the cards and in my head. Okay, you ready? possible future outcomes in 3-4 months. Spirit saying that you are going, everybody has free will and you're accepting that. They accept it, you accept it. You are grateful for this connection, this awakening, this self-realization. Even in the dark times, that dark night of the soul, fearing that you wouldn't be with Divine Masculine, fearing that, you know, them running, fearing that you've messed it up somehow. I'm hearing for some of you, fearing that you're not good enough, fearing that they're getting married, fearing that they're engaged, fearing that they're leaving you behind, moving. I'm hearing a lot of different scenarios. I'm hearing that you are dropping it. You are practicing self-love, free will, not doing anything to get Divine Masculine's attention, not hanging on, not gripping so tight, not being pulled in a million different directions by your mind, that you're protecting yourself, your soul, that you are protecting your best life, staying in your lane, staying in your bubble, protecting you, and just letting these fears just fly away, turn into vapor, transmuting. And how do you do that? Aligning with your soul, having gratitude for this person, gratitude for Divine Masculine, gratitude for yourself. Look at that, 6 and 6. Sixes have come up a lot in this reading, and 4. See the self-love? When you have self-love and gratitude and that free will, there's an attraction. 4 and 4 is 8. There's this infinite attraction. It's limitless when you neutralize the shared energy between you and Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine has that wiggle room. Now that you're focusing on your own life, not an outcome with this person, not holding any ill will, but really forgiving and just moving on. They're in their own lane. They're having their own life experience. This attracts the Divine Masculine back to you. But don't focus on that outcome, because when you do, you're gripping tight and you're focusing on and attaching to an outcome outside of yourself instead of trusting the universe. Focusing on your best life, taking care of you, your life experiences. This attraction allows growth within the Divine Masculine and you. So it says the changes that are being made cause growth. Don't put a time limit on it. It's going to grow, and you connect with Spirit. You grow roots together. You connect. Divine Masculine is attracted, sees your beauty. You see the beauty in life, your life. They see the beauty in their life and you. And there's another 6. To me, I know some people think 666 is the devil's number. That's horseshit, first of all. Second of all, it's an angel number. It means, just look it up, what 666 means. Because those are the numbers for you today. And they're not evil. They're not devil. They're not any of that. It's a spiritual change. You have literally, by staying in your own lane, taking action in your own life, self-care, self-love, seeing that this person has free will, what this journey is really about, soul alignment, being in the present moment, transmuting the darkness into light by accepting what is, letting go of your story with Divine Masculine, letting go of labels of who you are and why you're here, and not feeling like I'm not going to be happy until this, whatever this is or whatever I have, happens in the future, that you're really happy now and you're grateful now and you're connected now to everyone and everything. And you love yourself so much. It just brings this person in. It's this deep spiritual change, which is the 666, this deep spiritual change. You're listening to your soul calling. You're watching out for this, anything that doesn't serve your highest good. You're listening to the alarm bells, which is also 666. You're listening to the alarm bells when the fear and the darkness try to creep in, which is your mind patterns, limiting beliefs. Your mind gets really tricky trying to say things. Your mind gets real tricky when, say, you run into your Divine Masculine or you hear something about them. It's actually your soul saying, okay, we've given you all these lessons. What have you learned? Here's another lesson. How are you going to handle it? How are you going to transmute it? How are you going to neutralize that shared energy between you? And then Divine Masculine comes in. I'm seeing that you're doing this. Really look up the angel number 666 in regards to twin flames and love and spiritual journey. See the messages and take what resonates, okay? But this is all good energy for the future. This is really good energy. I'm going to get a couple more cards, and then I'm going to go into some advice and messages from Spirit. Spirit, can you give me some possible future outcomes with Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine in this collective? I'm hearing autumn. And remember, we said 3 to 4 months. Well, guess what? Within 3 to 4 months, it's going to be autumn. Autumn begins September 21st, and we're July, I think it's 28th or 29th by the time this reading goes up. And so it'll be definitely future outcomes for autumn. What else, Spirit? And Spirit saying, take it easy. When Divine Masculine does come in, take it easy. Give them little tidbits of your time. Don't go all in. If you start feeling excited, pull back. Level your energy. Don't give that energy to Divine Masculine. You get those butterflies and that intense feeling. They're going to feel it and they're going to run, but don't be scared of them running. If they run, okay, that's their free will. Remember, free will. There may be quite a little bit, quite a bit of hesitation back and forth. They may reach out and just text you. Wait a couple of days to text them back when your energy is shared. Maybe don't even text them back at all. Wait for the second text. See how serious they are. Is that a acceptable text, or is it same old, same old? You'll know. You'll have an inner knowing. When you're extremely excited about it, that's the time to pull back. If you run into them, have it just be a little short conversation. Give them little thimblefuls, Spirit saying. Give them little bit of tidbits of your time. Don't go all in. Don't let it go. Don't go all in. Let it go at a slow pace. Remember, for this to grow and take root, remember, there's no time limit on it. Let it grow. Does it feel right? Is there too much intensity? Are you attached to an outcome? Are you looking? Are you fearing? Are you being pulled by your mind? Are you jealous? That's the time to pull back. Thimbleful, you set the pace of this. Divine Masculine does not set the pace of this. You do. It's time to take the power back. You set the pace with your time, what you want to give to Divine Masculine. That way you maintain your life, your lane, what's good for you, your highest good. Summer. I feel like this is illuminating and fun. Keep it, Spirit's saying, keep it fun. Keep it fun. Keep it light. Keep it. Remember how when you would go on summer break and you just felt like time was endless? It was just endless and fun. And you were going out and doing cool stuff, vacation, going to the lake, hanging out with your friends. Spirit's saying do that instead of worrying about what's going on with Divine Masculine or the progress of this relationship. Spirit's saying make sure to make those plans with other people besides Divine Masculine. Don't wrap your world around Divine Masculine when they do come back. Give them thimblefuls. You can't fuck it up. Once they're attracted to you and you are loving yourself and giving them thimblefuls and leveling that shared energy, being in the present moment, no attachment, no labels, they're just going to want to be with you, period. But you have to not devote your entire life to them. This is your life. You are having a hot girl summer 24/7, 365 days a year for the rest of your life. Your hot girl summer 24/7. Don't forget it, okay? If this person wants to come in and compliment your life, fantastic. If not, bye. Treat them as if you would any other person. Because when you put them on a pedestal, you're just taking your power back. There's no place like home. Remember, Divine Masculine feels like you're home. You feel good. Remember that came out earlier. Spirit's saying if you go slow and you have that hot girl summer 24/7, 365 days a year, forever, putting yourself first, no expectations, just living your life. This person is just going to come home and you're going to feel at home and you're both going to enjoy life and you're both going to be individuals on this planet enjoying time together as one soul, and you could just be sitting there doing nothing and being completely happy. There's no need to create a conversation. There's no need to entertain this person. They just want to be with you. There's no place like home. They felt that in their heart space, remember? That you're home. I'm trying to find the card. There it is. You're home. I think I'm going to get one more, and then I'm going to go into messages from Spirit for you guys. Communication, yeah. In 3 to 4 months, there's going to be some communication. I felt this is going to start off with something like a text or let's have coffee. You know, just give them small doses of your time, though. Okay. And if you feel excited, wait to text them back. Wait for the phone calls. Don't just jump in. They want coffee. Just go have coffee somewhere publicly, and you know, just maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then you got to go do something. Just say you're going to go work out or plan something for after that you have to do right after you have coffee with Divine Masculine. So you're not there just reminiscing and stuff like that. Just watch it. Don't flirt yet. Just be cool. Talk about life. Talk about your life. Talk about life in general. See how they are before you invest. Are they coming to you correct? Yeah, there's hope here, Spirit said. There's hope, and there's going to be an offer. Okay? But don't get into fantasy thinking and start thinking, where is this going to go? You know, love bombing, chasing, because otherwise you're going to regret it. Spirit's saying you're going to regret it if you go all in. Slow pace. Thimblefuls of your time, okay? You are the one directing this, how this relationship goes. They have to come to you right. If they come at you wanting to sleep with you and, hey, baby, I missed you. No. Don't even answer that text. Don't answer a what's up text or a how's it going text or a question mark. Anything that is not worthy of you, do not answer that text or phone call. Or even if they walk up to you saying, hey, girl. I used to have a guy that did that to me a lot. He still does that. He'll call me out of the blue. Hey, girl. And I'm like, oh, my Lord. It's not my twin, but it's a soulmate. I love him to pieces, but he still tries to this day to be with me every time he talks to me, every single time. I'm the one that got away, but he doesn't come to me correct, and I need that. I want that. I deserve that, and so do you. So do you. You don't want a fantasy in your head. You want the real deal, and you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve somebody wooing you and courting you and taking time. You know, old school dating is good. People take that for granted. Old school dating is so good. Like, I love it. I will not have a guy that I just won't have that. It's old school or nothing for me. Old school or nothing for me. You're going to woo me. Because my love is golden and true and loyal. You're not alone. I said this earlier to you, that you're not alone when you feel connected and you have gratitude. I said that earlier because I felt like it was important. You want somebody that compliments you. I'm very happy being solo. Very happy, because I don't want a complication in my life. I love my life. I love my daughter. I love my sons, and my sons are grown and moved off, and I'm having a grandbaby soon. So, but my daughter is a young one. My daughter's only 7, and I love life with her, and I'm not bringing anybody that's going to complicate our life into my life. And it's not worth it to me. And if it's not worth it, and they aren't worthy of that, not saying they're below me or anything, but I value my time. I value my space. I value my peace. I value my daughter, and I value our life together. And it will not be complicated with any relationship stuff. And Spirit's saying, don't let loneliness be a driving factor into your choices of who to be with, whether it's your twin flame or not. And you're not alone on this journey. First of all, you have Spirit always. Second of all, you have me. I'm here. If you want to message me, I have several people that message me weekly that just need some encouragement. And I'm here. If you want to comment something, I will answer you. Because we all need that connection. I'm connected to you. I'm you. You're me. We're just in different bodies. And if you're feeling lonely, or if you feel you're alone on this journey and it's just getting too hard, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. And I'll listen. I'll listen. And Spirit's saying Spirit's listening as well. And that people that have passed, physically passed, and your spirit guides, your team, your spirit team, they're there. The card says you're not alone. We're here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we're sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. And that's exactly right. And I don't know you personally, and you don't know me personally. Some of you may. But we're connected. We're all connected. And if you want to reach out, please do. I have no judgments towards anyone. in regards to this twin flame journey. I know how it is. Trust me. I've went through some dark pain, a lot of pain, when my twin flame separation happened. Even through the whole process, it was quite an ordeal. It was a unique experience. So I'm here, and so are your guides. Spirit's there. You're never, ever, ever alone. That's what Spirit's saying. That's what your guides are saying. What else, Spirit? This journey can be really hard and really frightening and really upsetting and painful, but it doesn't have to be once you focus on. But it's hard. It's hard when you're in the midst of that dark night of the soul. I know it. It's hard when you get a trigger too. Like even when I was going through my journey, I would get a trigger and I would feel like all this work I'm doing and I'm set back. You're not set back. You're learning. You're learning, and it's going to get easier and easier and easier. I promise you. Stay connected. We're all born connected to Spirit. Yes. Remember, you're that soul. You're that soul. And I'm going to take my other one right here. Hang on. Here's Spirit. Big Bang happened. And a bunch of these in many different varieties all happened. All these souls everywhere, in everything. The smallest, smallest particles. All souls have an experience. We're all connected. Starting with that Big Bang, when Spirit wanted to experience everything besides itself. Have you ever wanted to go on vacation and travel somewhere you've never been, just to experience? We're as children, we want to experience everything. Well, Spirit is the same way. Spirit wants to experience everything besides itself, because it's already experienced itself for so long. Eternity. And Spirit is experiencing. And what experience are you going to have? For yourself? For Spirit? We're all born connected to Spirit, often known as the divine source, yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to the source, because when you reconnect to source, you're not alone. Our mind makes us think our mountains are so big and we're so small, or our problems are so huge, they're mountainous, and it makes us forget who we really are and how very, very huge this world is and how connected we all are. The mind doesn't want us to connect, because the mind wants to continue having the control. That's suffering. And that's why being in the present moment and watching your mind patterns, don't be hard on them. It's basically just watch what you're giving your energy to, what thoughts you're giving your energy to. If it's a thought that makes you happy, go for it. If it's a thought that tells you you're not fantastic and you're not beautiful and you're not smart and you're not worthy, don't give those thoughts anything. Anytime, just let them roll. Let them drive down the road. Don't give them any. Watch what you're giving your thoughts to. That goes with manifesting as well. Watch what you're giving your thoughts to. Find your center, ground yourself. Your outside world is a reflection and manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is the ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? And that keeps the cycle of self-love going. That is when, especially when you do come into contact with your divine masculine, if you start feeling that intensity, that you know those feelings because you don't get them with anybody else. If you start feeling like suspicious of them, if you start feeling too excited about them, wondering why they haven't texted, that's the time to check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. Are these thoughts helping me or hurting me? What is this thought showing me about myself? What do I need to align? Am I in the present moment? Am I looking forward to something in the future, and that's why I'm not happy now? Why am I agitated? What is my mind telling me right now? What is it saying versus what is my soul saying? One more, Spirit. A father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. Now, for some of you, your father for this collective, your father was really important in your life. They may have passed, or you still have this person in your life, and that connection is there. And that's somebody you can rely on, or was somebody you could rely on. But you're not alone. Remember, you can always connect to this person. Now, for those of you that this person was not in your life, I'm hearing that if this father wasn't in your life, or a father that didn't give you the love and attention that you deserved as a child. I'm hearing that now is your chance in your life to be the parent that you didn't have, to give yourself the love that the father or the other parent should have. The attention, the love, the understanding, the support, the unconditional love. The biggest cheerleader in the world. That's you. Give yourself that. Be your protection. Protect yourself. Fathers are always considered the ones, the great protectors of their kids. When you just harness the energy of that for yourself. If you didn't have this, this is your chance, Spirit's saying, to do this for yourself. And if you guys were one of the lucky ones to have father like this, the blessed ones, that, you know, the ones with the life experiences with a father that was there for you and was your biggest cheerleader, what a blessing. I did not have that myself, so I can't relate to that. But I can do this for myself, and I can do this for my daughter as well, and teach her to be that for herself when she needs it. To have those bonds with ourselves, to love ourselves, to give ourselves the attention, to be the support, the biggest cheerleader, the protector. And we got that earlier with that fear card where there was a protection. I feel like you are protecting yourself, and Spirit says remain in that energy to protect yourself. Protect your heart, protect your love, center yourself, watch those mind patterns, know that you're connected, stay connected with Spirit, align with your soul, align with Spirit, and ask your spirit guides and reach out for help to people that are in the spirit realm, that is Spirit. You can reach out to me, friends that you trust, family that you trust, people that you trust, that you can speak with about this journey. That's beautiful. Then I might get one last card. One last card, some angel guidance to close this reading out. Spirit, can you give me one final message for the watcher moving forward? One final message for the watcher from the angels that work in love and light moving forward. Thank you, Spirit. No conditions. No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. That goes to the same card right here. When you feel like you've hit a road bump, a stumbling block, center yourself. What are the feelings telling you? Reach out for help to help guide you, comfort you. I'm going to get one more. I'm being called to another stack. I'm going to go into the Divine Feminine Healing cards. One message, Spirit, please, to leave the watcher with. One message. When conditions aren't favorable, make sure to be easy with yourself too. Ground yourself. What is this teaching me? What is this lesson? What is this lesson? What is this trying to tell me? What am I meant to learn from this? And accept it. Can you change it? Can you do something about it? If not, accept it. Open book. You are not obliged to share everything with others. Keep certain ideas and thoughts to yourself in order to preserve the magic. That goes to when you are in contact with Divine Masculine again. Spirit's bringing this back up. Spirit's saying, look, you don't have to be an open book with Divine Masculine about this journey. You don't. You don't have to be an open book about what you were feeling, what you went through in separation. You don't have to tell them, look, I'm only going to give you a thimbleful because I want to go slow. I want to take it slow. You don't have to tell Divine Masculine you're taking it slow at all. You don't have to tell them anything. You just remember, you are the one. Hot girl summer. 24/7, 365. Forever. Don't fear hurting this Divine Masculine's feelings. When they come back, they're wanting to come back. They're taking the action because you feel like home. But when you're having coffee, you don't have to spill the beans. You don't have to tell them everything about this journey. You don't have to tell them anything. And Spirit's suggesting that you not. You don't have to love bomb them with messages and telling them how much you miss them, how you have to go slow because you don't want your heart broken again, because that's bringing up the past. Spirit's saying go at that slow pace, cultivating beauty, putting down roots and growth, and going at a slow pace. I can't find that darn turtle with the slow pace. Where's my turtle, Spirit? Here it is. I just didn't look too far. Slow pace. Thimblefuls. Remember, this is self-love. will. Each one of you has your own lane to be in. You do not have to tell Divine Masculine everything. You don't even have to say, I did this journey, I did all this work, I knew it would be, no. Spirit saying, just keep that to yourself. Maybe one day, far, 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 far in the future. If you feel like you need to get it off your chest, Spirit saying to write a letter, write it in a journal, keep it. Then one day, long into the future, then share with Divine Masculine. But right now, it's not the time to be an open book. It's slow-paced thimblefuls, hot girl summer, 365, 24/7, living your best life, staying in your own lane, staying connected with Spirit, staying in the present moment as much as possible, and having gratitude, working on your best life, not focusing on Divine Masculine, and loving yourself, centering yourself. And then he just comes popping right back in. But don't focus on that. If you're focusing on that after this reading, like your day is made because of this reading, and you feel like going to look at their social media or really getting excited, that's the time to stop and center yourself, because you're hanging on to an attachment now. Remember, energy is fluid. And remember, they're thinking about coming back now because of all the work that you've been doing. Keep it going. Keep the work going. Okay? Keep it going. Keep it going. Be in the present moment, okay? You do you. Remember, we all have free will. They're doing their life. You're doing yours. The less you think about them, the more it attracts them in. The more you work on yourself, living your best life, really taking care of yourself, really connecting with Spirit, being in the present moment, just living. That just brings them in like a magnet. But when you turn it around, remember the magnet I told about where you have the wrong sides and they won't go together, and then you turn it around and they go right together? That's what happens when you level the shared energy. That's when you fuse. Your soul's already one. In this world, you just have two different bodies that house two different polarities. And when you chase, it's like that battery, that positive. The battery is here, the positive, negative charge, not that one's good or bad, but that positive chases. The positive charge just chases that negative, and it just keeps going and going around like a hamster wheel until the shared energy dies. The shared energy is neutralized, battery's dead, and that way they can come together. But remember, you're already together. You're one of these already. You're just having two different life experiences. That's it. That's all. Having two different experiences for Big Daddy right here. Or Big Mama, however you see it. There's no gender to Spirit. Spirit is all gender. Spirit is all energy. Humans made gender for some reason. Power, I believe. But that's it. That's what I have for you guys. I hope it helped. I hope my little stone play was helpful today. I hope the messages were helpful. And I will see you next week for your twin flame reading. Have a great weekend ahead. Hot girl summer, remember, 24/7, 365. Or hot guy summer. It doesn't matter. It's a phrase. Hot guy summer, hot girl summer, hot you summer. Hot you summer, 24/7, 365. There you go. Boom. Namaste.